What is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. We are exhausted. Holy crap. So, yes, we had 17 inches of snow over a 24-hour period. Um, it was something else. Let's get this out of here. It sounds like it's great. As you can tell, I'm a little tired. Little little worn down, but we made it. The house never lost power, so that's a super plus. That usually happens, especially with heavy amounts of snow like that. It was really light and fluffy. It was almost like dust. But the longer it sits, the heavier it gets. But, yep, we did 17 hours of straight plowing from Sunday morning until early, like 2 a.m., 2 or 3 a.m. on Monday. Got right back up at 8 o'clock, started at it again. So, yeah, we plowed Monday, and then we were doing it Tuesday as well. Today we actually had to fix a couple things that were broken, get the equipment back up and ready to go just in case it snows again. But it looks like the forecast is showing clear, so hooray. But we got coffee, we got Dune Awakening. We're set to go. Did not play much since Saturday. At all, really. Real life just got in the way. Sometimes that happens. And the little bit of time that I did have, I wanted to, checked on my mother, made sure she was okay. She did fine as well. Spend time with the family and try to sleep and recover. I'm getting too old for this stuff. But we did log in yesterday just to make sure a couple things are okay. Make sure we didn't have any machines shutting off. Did find one generator down in the monastery base that we had laxed on, so we fixed that and went and paid our taxes. Funny thing is, they just announced that because people are unhappy with the taxes and having to jump in and pay them all the time, that they are removing them with Chapter 3. Okay. I never thought of it as that bad. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I got to do once a month, paying cable bill, paying the water bill, paying the mortgage. There are tons of things that I don't like doing. But didn't bother me too much, but hey, it's one less thing I've got to do, so awesome. But yeah, so we're just going to be doing some just some regular maintenance stuff. I actually did not collect some Landsraad tasks rewards from not last week, but the week before. So I need to grab those. I don't remember what I had from last week. I don't think there was much. And yeah, some minor maintenance stuff. So let's go on and we'll do that. So I have one house that I have to go collect from the deep desert, and one that's in Harko Village. Now we're going to go to neither one of those tonight. Well, we probably will, but I don't know. The first one is supposed to be right back in here somewhere. I'm not sure where. It would appear as though it's a house I've never visited. I didn't know there was even one back here. It is House Canola? Canola? I don't know. Once we find them. Hey, easy. Then we'll go ahead and find out how to pronounce it properly. Would be a lot easier if it was nighttime. You could see them. But when you have to find a house rep, what you want to look for is you float around and you'll see one of those like blue hologram projections. I guess the Solido things. We're a little low on fuel here. Should have some on us. We do. We're back up. Got some damage to this craft too. Let's see if we can find our house friend. You know, that cat Did not want to be in here when I was first starting, and now I can hear him digging at the door. I'll go get him. I'll put him on camera. Coming, sir. Sorry I locked you out of the room. Are we okay? Yeah? You gotta say hi to everybody, though, because you're interrupting the stream. Oh! Say hello. It's Pickle. You good boy? Feel better now that you're in here? Yeah, I'm playing Dune. Yeah. Whenever I'm in the Thopter, he loves it because those wings, he wants to go after them, but we're not going to let him. All right, you hang out with your brother. All right. Interruption done. What are we doing? We're trying to find somebody. So they're supposed to be back here. You see the projection. Hello, house people. Please don't fall off the mountain. There's one of these things where I went to talk to the person and they had a campfire. And I was standing in the campfire and I was talking to him and I was doing my stuff. And then when I came out, I was laying on the ground. I'm like, good Lord.
Greetings. Providence has brought you to me. I wonder why.
I don't even know who they are, so we're gonna go through some of the chat menus.
Canola lives by its
Canola.
In faith is strength. Our home planet Algrave is stark and barren, but I find it helps with inward contemplation. Our sister world Caliburn hosts a vast, austere Gothic monastery known as Sanctuary, where one can escape all distractions from prayer and meditation. Caliburn is even more harsh and barren, but the thin atmosphere allows such a clear view of the heavenly bodies as to cause one's soul to sing.
She does seem very faith-oriented, doesn't she?
Crafts religious paraphernalia for all budgets. For everyone of every caste is as worthy to drink from the wellspring of faith. During the Butlerian Jihad, we inspired troops with the words of faith. We supported the development of the new Orange Catholic Bible. Our work continues. When law and religious duty are one, your selfdom encloses the universe.
Well, this is fascinating, but we're here for this.
House Canola never fails to reward acts of good faith.
Thank you. So, what we came here for was that Walker Sandcrawler engine. Always looking for Sandcrawler stuff. So that was that. So that was House Canola. One down. Yeah, I've never been here before. I've flown over this countless times. No idea that was there. Sneaky little house rep. We're going to make our way to our next stop, and I noticed something which was surprising. That's pretty neat, you know. At a carrier base. I'm pretty sure that's an extension of these guys. I like the fact that they kind of did the outcropping thing there. It's very nicely done. That's not what we came over here to look at, but I will give them credit. This looks pretty cool. Got a donkey statue. I know they're not called donkeys, but that's what I'm calling them. Hell yeah, it is. That's what I'm talking about. This little sitting room. Pretty cool. Good on you. Yeah, I would say it's definitely the same people because it looks like they have it there. It's actually a pretty neat idea for a hangar. That definitely beats mine, which is just a square room that I fly into. But it's neat that they can swoop through. That's got to be tricky to get into. So, but nicely done, whoever you are. Let's see. We want to come over this way, I think. Because we saw a very small base, one that was relatively new. I hadn't seen it before. I was very surprised. I was like, oh, wait, look at that. And it's already deteriorating. So, hello, mission people. Might have already been claimed by the sands. She was in rough shape. But it was over in this area. Didn't look to be anything too exciting, but, you know. Dying base is a dying base, right? I didn't mark it on the map. I just flew past it and was like, yeah, whatever. And I think I've lost interest. And we found it. So it's right here. I don't ever remember there being a base here. I would fly over every so often. I knew this ginormous construction, which architecturally is incredible. I don't know what the internals look like, but nice use of the roof, you know, and these like kind of a Harco Atreides mix. It's pretty nifty. I've never seen these people. Their base is powered, and they've been here for a long time, but I've never actually seen them, which is odd because I've seen most of the people on my server. You know, at least say hi to them, give them the wing waggle, but. Alright, so let's go over here and take a look at what we can see. Looks like a mid-level base. The reason I say that is we've got the medium spice refinery, a whole bunch of regular generators. Not too much going on, but it has fallen a little bit more apart since we were here last. But let's come in here and take a look. Yep, we got some busted up floors. We got a water tank. They got quite a few death stills. If I remember correctly, boop. It would be great to get stuck in here. There we go. Good. Yep, their console's over here, and it should be in pretty good shape. Yeah, it's almost perfect. Which means everything above this is going to destroy it. So, well, that'll go. When this goes, so will this. So we got quite a bit of time, but let's take a look at anything that might be worth salvaging. Well, this is perfect. This almost went away. I saw that some people were concerned about the removal of... How is that perfect? With the removal of taxes, it was going to make bases stick around forever, but... Here's one thing that's a lot stronger than taxes, and that is the desert. So, well, we got time, so we'll keep an eye on this. Maybe it'll break, and we'll see what's going on. See if there's anything interesting in there. Don't know what was on this side. I don't know. These floor tiles are breaking in a very strange pattern as well. I don't know. Desert always wins, guys. Desert always wins. So we need to head to the Anvil for our next stop. Get some height. A little bit of spice. I got some dangerous spice. It's very close to the quicksands. I did not get to work on videos. The last 3 days have real life hectic and didn't do anything. So we've still got some work to do there. Hopefully we can get those things knocked out before the weekend, and that will be good. That's the anvil over in this area. We packed ourselves up from the deep desert on Saturday. I have not really gone through the results from that. We did put stuff away, like I put the plastanium, the silicone blocks, and all that stuff away. We had a good week. I really can't complain. But there's a lot of lights here. All sorts of weird stuff going on. I think this is who I'm supposed to talk to.
I presume you have some business with me or House Seda.
House Seda. Yeah, I want my reward.
House Seda rewards rigorous diligence with generosity.
Maybe it's just me, but the usage of the word rigorous... So for that, the Batiste stillsuit mask was what we were after. It's not any better than the one that we have, so we're just doing it for the collection aspect of it. So that's why we came over here. I should have gotten all 4 pieces of it, which would be great. And here we go. Next stop. It's a place that we don't go to very often, but we're heading to Griffin's Reach, which is the very beginning spot. And more spice. A lot of spice in Hagga today. It's good though. That should be our target right there in the distance with all the pretty lights. So we're going to see, is it House Argonas? Argonaut? We'll know when we get there. Canola and Seda, so. We're learning. It's always important to learn. Ooh, boy, that was terrifying. What the hell was that? Oh yeah, ship coming in. Let's watch. Doesn't even look like it's falling. Is that coming at us? I think it is. Pretty far off, but... Oh, say what you want. This game can be cinematic, you know? Like just the sound. We have a Landsraad task for ship manifests. And you know where you find them? In these guys. But let's take a look. Are we close to some bad patches? Alright, so we're on drum sand. And we jumped out for some reason. Long press E, man. Alright, so being on drum sand isn't so bad. It's also not good. I'm not thrilled about the Sardaukar ship back there. We should be able... Only 3. The rest of this stuff, we'll take machinery. Take plates too. Now the question is, are we... Oh, he turned, okay. Do we want to grab the other compartments on drum sand? Because we got that one right there. It's going to be too high up in the air. And we got the one over here. We can definitely reach this one. So we're going to try to minimize our movements as much as we can, since we are drum sanding it. That's awesome. Hooray for that. Don't need a Mark II. We'll take those. I left them in the other one, but worse things. Well, we didn't really do all that great. Too late, buddy. We gone already. Oh, hit the wall. Is he gonna eat that ship already? Where'd he go? Yeah, I was gonna say that was definitely a drum sand spawn, but oh well. Doesn't affect us. Doesn't bother us. So let's just move on along, right? Turn that down. Been a long time since I've been back here. It's kind of fun to come back here though, because the bad guys die so quick and easy. Yeah, nothing new. Let's see. The person I think I need to talk to, if I'm not mistaken, is outside. I think they're over right here.
Oh, good. You're back.
You should have something for me. But she won't. Goodbye. So let's check something here real quick. That right there is why she doesn't have anything for us, because we're full. So we need to drop some inventory items. And then when we talk to her, she'll be a little more she'll be a little nicer about chatting with us. Why do I have so much money? All right, so oh yeah, these are for the monastery base. So our issue really isn't with weight, but we're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna drop those. We'll keep on us. So we just need to make a little bit of space, enough so that when we talk to her again, she will... Yeah, I can't drop item while I'm looking. Alright, so let's get rid of the salvaged metal and scrap, because we don't need that. And we'll put these guys up here, and we should have plenty of space now. Cool. Alright, let's go talk to her again, and this time the option for a reward should be there.
Oh, good. You're back.
So there you go. If you ever look at somebody and you're like, dude, what the heck? You're supposed to give me a reward, and there's not even an option, your inventory's full.
House Argasas is always true to its word.
Argasas.
Here.
This one was an easy turn in. We just wanted that swatch. So this was a dress up acquisition. But let's take a look. Yeah, we're full. Not necessarily scary. So we are going to head on over to the monastery base. We'll drop off what we need to. Our next stop would have been Hagga Rift, but we can't go there yet. And then we have to go to the deep desert and Harco. I don't know if we're going to do that. I don't know if I got it in me. About to get some radiation in me if I'm not paying attention here. We gotta go way south. Let's get some height so we can glide and not burn fuel. And while we're at the monastery, we'll definitely take some time to do some repairs. We're a little beat up here. Drink, drink. Whenever I'm low on water, if I'm wearing a still suit, I always check the still suit volume first. And when it's full, I'll pull that instead of, no. Instead of pulling from a Leader John or a canteen or anything like that. It's a good habit to get into. Because once it's full, you can't collect any more water, so. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, they're both there. Never seen these people either. Ever. Those bases stay on. We just never cross paths. Alright, here's this. Yeah, we got some spice right outside. Cool. Okay, can't do anything about that because those filters are in here. Oh good, I could pull a bunch of them. Not all of them though, huh? Yep, well, that's okay. I actually don't think I need all of them. These guys were just a little short, so yeah, we'll put 2 in there. We did pull from this base. That one only needed 1. When we were bringing some materials from the deep desert. So getting these up to 100 is awesome. And this one's already at 100. So we are good on water. We should be real good here. Yeah, 97. We should be real good here. 97 as well. And this one's a little shy. 76. This was the one that was bad and shut off. Well, we were bad. We let it run out. Wasn't doing anything here at this base, so it wasn't too devastating, but easy, easy, easy. Don't like it when they get that close. Since we noticed things are breaking / broken. We do not have a welding torch on us. That is what happens when you are in a rush to tear down your base in the deep desert. You end up, yeah, 30 days, we're good. You end up storing too many things. Excuse me, I get the hiccups now. But we always carry torches everywhere else. Always have torches on backup. In fact, I'm surprised I only have the 1. But we're going to drop these filters here, and then we're going to go to the scout and drop that one. And we're good to go. 300. Tell you what, we're going to drop you over there. And then we're going to bring you back. So we got 500 in welding wire. And we got ourselves a brand spanking new torch. Look at me go. I'd have to make one and bring it back here. So we just got to keep that up in our head. But that's a rookie mistake, guys. Been that kind of week. Donkey statue. We were able to make a decent amount of aluminum and bring it over. And we were able to make a buttload of duraluminum. Even brought some from here and took it back to the main home base. It's exactly what I want this base for. We used up almost all the aluminum ore we had, and we actually had to go out and get more of this, which we did. Don't have any, really, a whole lot of this stuff here. Chicken wire, man. I've been doing a lot of manual labor the last like 4 or 5 days here, so our hands are not as precise as they should be. You must forgive me. There's nothing in here. Don't know why this machine's on, but we're still well under. But that's good. And this is off. And none of this matters. Okay, so monastery base is in good shape. We know home base is in good shape. We're ready to roll back. Since we were able to clear a few spots here, we can actually... Oh, again, we don't really have a volume problem, but some of this stuff is kind of heavy. There you go, and we'll bring this back because it's got no weight. Just taking up a slot. Those manifests are pretty light as well. And we'll bring you over. That fills that up and frees up our inventory to go and pick up our last set of gifts. But I want to make sure that we take the time to fix some problems here, man. What's going on? Oi. Yeah, a little bit of damage there, huh? Alright, looks like everybody's happy. I found this, and it was only like 2/3 healthy when I found it. It's been on here forever.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, yeah, that thing came in off the corner of the map, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Alright. So I was thinking just here that I have to bring a new torch back to this base, but I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to put this one back, because it served its purpose, and I'd rather have it here than take it with me. So, this way I don't have to come back here with a new torch, because I've already got this one here. And it freed up a little inventory slot. But now, it's all scary and stormy, and the donkey's doing okay, though. And we're going to wait for a second. This is probably going to be, is going to interfere a little bit. We won't be able to head to Hagga Rift, depending on which way this thing's moving. Yeah. Because we got to get up here. Is that you? Yep, that's who we got to go see. So... funny looking helicopter, yeah, dude. You know, this thing would be awesome if if it was real. Wouldn't fly in it, but it'd be cool to see. How do I like the game so far? I've got a lot of time in it. This is the main game that I'm playing, and I enjoy it. I think the biggest draw for me is that this game doesn't demand anything from me. If I want to come in and have just an easy, calm, relaxing night, but still accomplish some stuff, I can do that. If I want something a little more intense, a little more threatening, a little more scary, I can go do that. When you look at other games, sometimes it's just like, hey, you know, bring your big boy pants, or make sure that you know, your balls to the walls as soon as you start playing. And sweaty lobbies, things like that. Sometimes I like to just get on and just meander about, accomplish something silly, a small task, nothing too exciting. And it lets me do that. And if I want to go do harder stuff, I can go do harder stuff. So that's the one thing I like. I've always been a fan of Dune, so the lore has drawn me in pretty well. But yeah, just the fact that this game's very reflective. It's like, you want to go crazy, let's go crazy. You want to be calm, let's go calm. And I like that. And it's a survival MMO type thing. So, you know, collecting, being careful, trying not to lose stuff. I'm good with that. I think often I used to play Call of Duty for the DMZ. This was several Call of Duties ago. And, you know, you never knew what you were getting. You could go in and never see another player. Or you could go in and it would just be complete havoc and everyone's trying to kill you. So you never knew what was going on. It was always a surprise. Just bring your A game every time. And this game, I'm allowed to just piddle around if I want. Man, that storm moved out quick. That's good, though. We are taking a long way around because we're sitting here talking instead of flying. So yeah, we are headed into easy to these people right here. Yeah, it's pretty close. They're going to be in a cave inside the actual rift, so we're going to have to go down and find them. Easy, big fella. Sun's getting awful low. Oh, lost my speed there for a second. So it can be tough to track some of these guys. As you can see, I've actually got them on my decently realized now. Exactly, you know. So here, you see this thing? It's like pointing this way. So somewhere this direction in 158 meters is where they are. Could be up, could be down. So if you're trying to track something down on the map and you do have an icon, like right now, I'm going to lift up a little. And as you see, I'm increasing, which means part of that 163 meters is definitely down. How much of it is down? Don't know. We're at 130 now. I know where these guys are, but we're proving a point. Now we're at 140. So we keep going down. Now I'm at 200. So I've just increased a bunch. So let's go up a little. And we'll come over here. And we'll do the same thing. Because they are showing up at 80 meters now. Are they in here? I thought they were down inside. Nope, they're on the edge here. Sorry. It's nowhere near as exciting as I thought it was going to be.
Good to see you again.
Hi.
You know, I've still got some of that Elaka ash if you want to light up.
Do we just violate terms and uh-oh.
Yeah, the quartermaster let us know that you'd helped us out. I've got a reward for you here somewhere.
What a strange little fellow. All we got is some Holtman activators. This one we actually were, that was for killing Atreides troops. And we're supposed to not do that because we're part of the Atreides house. But they shot at me, so they were just as happy to try to kill me as whatever. And things happen, you know. But that's why we got that. So we only got the first reward. I never pushed it any harder for that one. So we're pretty good for our little gallivanting runs. The only thing left to get would be the ones in the deep desert and the one in Harco Village, which we don't have to. But that will finish off the Bati still suit armor, and we'll be happy and set and winning there. Quick transition. Okay, so a good point to, yeah, we got plenty of time. We got a lot of flying. I noticed that despite the fact that I'm in a constant state of war with the Masquerade, I'm only at 92% complete over here. So we've got to find some little camp places and stuff. And Misa Terrell, we're at 83%. So we've got some Masquerade that need to be dealt with. I don't know if there's a Landsraad task for it. Be interested to see how they do the new... I mean, I saw how they did it to actually experience the new Landsraad stuff. I think that's kind of nice that they're opening it up to players who aren't necessarily joining guilds and hanging out with other people. It's very strange. Because I have a very divided opinion on this. Okay, first off, it's not cool when a game pushes you into real life social interactions. If you're not comfortable doing that, or you don't want to do that, you don't like to do that, it's kind of poopy when you have to. And in its current iteration, the only way to do Landsraad stuff is to be in a guild, to join another group of players. And if you just want to hang out by yourself and you don't really want to get involved in all that stuff, it kind of sucks that you have to in order to get to the Landsraad. And the obvious solution for that is that solo players will be able in Chapter 3 to do Landsraad stuff, get some of those better rewards, which is cool. Hooray. The negative thing on that is sometimes people need a little nudge or a push to get them to go somewhere. I have a great example of this. I had a friend of mine. He was a clanmate when we were playing in Destiny 2. Absolutely hated doing raids. And it was all in his head. He was, psyching himself out. He didn't want to be that guy, the one that screws something up. The raids were like, the end game content and stuff. And he just never would do it because he didn't want to screw anything up, didn't want to hold the team back, didn't want to start feeling negative about it. And I worked with him for a while, pushing him, trying to get him to do it. And he finally started doing it, and he realized that it was something he could do, that he didn't, all of that was in his head, all the problems that were keeping him away from doing it. And he was able to do it, and he enjoyed it. And he's like, dude, I'd have never done this if you hadn't kept pushing me. And I was like, oh, no, I'm totally happy. So the fact that you can't get Landsraad gifts, rewards and things like that, without being part of a group was a good way to kind of nudge people out of their comfort zone and get them to meet somebody. I mean, theoretically, say you join a guild and there are just a bunch of douchebags and you don't like them at all, leave. Leave. But you can go find another group. And sometimes that works out really well. Sometimes you'll find an awesome group, people that'll help you out, people that'll talk. You may find something you have in common with them. Maybe they're playing other games that you play too. There's a lot of good things that could come from that, and it's quite often we as human beings keep ourselves from experiencing that kind of stuff. just because of what we envisioned in our head. So I kind of liked the fact that it did push you into doing things. I hate that. Doing things with people. Get you out of your comfort zone and give you a little nudge in the right direction. Because sometimes you never know what it's going to be like. And it could work out really well. If it works out terrible, the Han shot first. He did, though. Sometimes shooting first is the better. Yeah, that's done, and the backpack is empty. So this is currently how you do Landsraad stuff, and it's not the... I still have it, right? I was just looking at it, but yeah, who knows? Because I joined a guild, I have access to it. I hit the L, brings up all these houses. These are parts of the Dune universe. And like this one, if I deliver a Mark 6 heal kit, I get 221 points. If I deliver a drill shot, a house drill shot. Wow. Okay, so there's a focused buggy cut array. That's nice. That's a Mark 6. That's real nice. I think I already have the heavy armor swatch. I think we got to go back because I should have some house drill shots. We're heading over to that guy right now, so why not? I mean, is there a reason to show this? I don't know, because like I said, they're going to be changing it, but down here in the weapons portion, I've got boxes for Adept, for House, and for Artisan. So let's see, we need some drill shots. Looking a little slim on drill shots, huh? We got some Gardas. Karpov. Yeah, I'm not seeing any drill shots. Okay. So let's bring this back. And it was House Zeta. 10,500. We get 1,300 for each one. I think that comes out to 8. It's very close to 8. Let's do 8 and we'll see what we do. Now, the House Zeta, because we know how to pronounce it now. Heavy armor swatch. Do we have that? Go to our inventory, go to customization, go to clothing, and let's take a look at heavy armor swatches. Thor, Wallach. We have it, so we don't need it. So we're going to stop at 8 of the house guns. Are they going to be over here? Yeah, they'll be over here. Let's see. Wrong ones. Drill shot. There we go. So, house drill shot. How many of those can I make? Because I said we needed 8. Just regular gun parts, heavy calibers, silicone blocks we're good on, mechanical parts. I've got so many. We're good on aluminum. So, yeah, we can do this. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. So, I'm going to set up house drill shots, and we're going to make 8. We'll see if that gets us what we need. While we're waiting for those to be constructed, won't take long. Let's look at the other people. Spice infused steel dust. Nothing really exciting on there. No. Bigger buggy boot, but oh, look at that. We got a Sandwalker motor. This is the manifest that I'm dropping off, so I'm working on that one. We're a third of the way there. That's pretty good. Nothing too fancy there. Nothing there. Let's get into this machine before it starts sticking things in the wrong spot, because we can only have a few. Doot, doot. Doot, doot. Let one more show up, and then we'll go back and check. Oh, let's see. What do you use? Spice melange. Nothing too exciting. We looked at that one already. House Hagga. No. Regis Burst drill shot. It's got possibilities. Spice infused iron dust. You only get 35, so you're going to have to deliver a lot. But yeah, this Focus Buggy Cutter rate is really, for right now, the only thing I'm too excited about. So, we should be able to get this. Boop, boop. We should have enough space. Oh, yeah. This is, again, Chapter 3 is going to change this. And you know what? They said they're having a big game update in about 10 hours. So I wonder if that is the drop of Chapter 3. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say it is. So all of this might be going away. But it's going to have the same kind of concept. The Landsraad, if they're wanting tasks or items, go do it. And you can get some extra cool stuff. There are some things that you're only going to get through Landsraad. Just like there are some things that you only get from winning the Landsraad and choosing vehicle import rights, right? So you get access to the Landsraad vehicle vendor. This is the only place that you can get dampened treads and the Regis centrifuge like I have on my Sandcrawler, which less likely to get worm sign and carries way more. If you're ever able to get this and that's the thing, definitely go get those two. Because the only place you can get them is from the house vendor after you've won the Landsraad. And then armor. Honor of the Fallen. Melee weapon damage increased by 33%. I don't think I've ever seen that chosen. I hope I don't. The armor's cool. This week, the vehicle is definitely the one, and probably going to be what gets chosen if we win. We'll see. All right. So, excuse me. Thankfully, we caught that. It saves us at least a trip, although we're going to have to go see this guy quite often. I'm going to have to start farming crash ships. That might be a trip to the deep desert, because it's going to take a long time to get enough if we just try to do the Hagga crash ships. Everything's bigger in the deep desert. It's like Texas. I actually been to Texas. I know people from Texas would probably be upset with me reacting the way I am, but it was just a place. Good food there, though. It was a business trip. I didn't see much. It was 3 days. Most of it was conferences. It was annoying.
In the name of the Red Duke,
So,
how can I be of service today?
Because I'm a Trades, I get to talk to this guy, and he's going to tell me and stand there and wave his hands for eternity. He didn't give him the ability to just stand still. But I'm going to make a delivery for the cause, and it's actually kind of dangerous to carry more than one item and not think about it. For instance, when I say I'm making a delivery, he's going to give me two options.
Excellent.
The manufacturing union.
Help matters, but the Landsraad is a large organization. Do you know which block the recipient belongs to?
So you may not know that you're delivering to the manufacturing union or unaffiliated or whatever, but you might know the name. And you have to be careful. Like, for instance, I know House Sita is the one that wants the...
An unaffiliated house. Delivery for House Canola.
Okay, here's a great thing.
It reaches them.
They want the Mark 6 heal kits. I have these on me because I was doing a bunch of deep desert stuff last week, notably the testing stations. I don't really need these, but I don't want to give them to them because I don't really know if I need to. So you can say you actually changed your mind. So this time when I go in, I don't want to select
the Red Duke. Excellent.
The one that House Canola is part of.
But the Landsraad is a large organization. Do you know which block the recipient belongs to?
Yes, I do. It's the manufacturing union.
Ah, the manufacturing union. Very good.
And it's House
Quick
Lindaren,
delivery
and
for
they're the
House
ones that want
Lindaren.
the
Noted.
ship
We'll
manifest
make
delivery.
certain it reaches them.
So I'm going to say okay. The reason I say you got to be careful is sometimes they will want you to deliver something like a scout ornithopter. And if I were to accidentally do that and say yes, that bad boy would go. People have had that happen before. So you always got to make sure that you know who you want to deliver to. Come on.
In the name of the Red... Excellent.
And now you'll see that
Every little
that
bit
went
of
away,
it
but I have
unfamiliar
two
house.
options here
Very
for
well.
this.
Which
House
one?
Sita is the one that wanted the rifles,
Delivery for House Seda. Noted.
the drill
We'll make
shots.
certain it reaches them.
And I'm hoping that that gave us what we need. So we'll take a look, and right now, 10,456. So I got to go out and make another one for 1,300 points. Another option would be to go out into the deep desert and find House Sita's control point. As you can see, though, it's already currently under House Atreides. That's what this symbol means here. So we own the control point in the deep desert, because if you capture it, that will consider control points. That will be personal contribution if you were the one who captured it. And that will continue to roll until... I'm on my cable, I'm sorry. That'll continue to happen until somebody from an opposing house takes it over. And then it'll stop giving you the points. But, and there's no way to take it over once you own it. When you go there, it's just going to be silly. So my only option really is going to be to make another house drill shot. I knew it was going to be close. I cannot believe I'm like 40 points away. But you know what? It's just silly materials, right? It's just dots. So we now are going to go killing things. The Odam, 92%. Got those. Over here in Misa Terrail, we're at 83%. I'm missing a camp and three camps and one. Sorry. We got this here. And I got some intel from that too, so that'll be cool. What is that? I just had it too. Starts with an S. It's gonna bother me so much. It's a place, a building. Okay, it's a building here. Here's something that I don't quite understand. As you can see here, I am at 18 out of 21 camps. And you'll notice there are some that are grayed out. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are all in Misa Terrail. So I'm wondering if 3 of those are included in that, or if they're already in the 18. I guess I could count it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Those 4 are, yeah, they're part of it. So I got to find these last 3. It's a good chance we got some over here, maybe something here. This looks awful barren. This, I think, is cleared. And I'm over here all the time, so I know there's nothing in this area. So we're going to go make these not gray anymore. We're going to knock this sucker out, and then we're going to see if we can find those 3 mystery camps. It's Masquerade. We love killing them. All right, take care, Blocks. Appreciate you stopping by. Might have been babbling away when you put that up there. Sorry. You know what? Let's do this. Easiest way to make this happen is going to be to mark the ones that we're going to go to first. And also we'll be able to verify if and when they go off. Normally, whenever I'm getting ready to go fighting, we will drop the still suit. So let's go ahead and inventory this, and we will put on the fighting clothes and go to our first place. We don't necessarily have to do that. It's very unlikely these guys will be able to break a shield, but it could happen. Alright, first camp is where? Right there.
Who goes there?
I do. Nice. Nice. I like how he was stabbing in one direction and then suddenly stabbed in the other. Now it said camp discovered. We'll take that. And let's go up here. Yeah, we're at 19 out of 21. So 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm going to pick up your body. When I was out in the deep desert last week, boy, we were using the heck out of the death stills to try to keep up with the production we were making. So I ended up having to bring an assault loaded with bodies from my storage, and we are actually really low, dangerously low, lower than I prefer to be. So we're in good shape. We start picking them up. I'm surprised there's only one dude here. Alright, let's just keep moving on to these little camps, and we'll see if we can get this. So we're at 87 now. That's good. Move on to the next one. And again, this is the point I'm making. You know, this is low-key. Doesn't take much to make this happen. I don't want a hard night. I've had a hard week. Let's just have a minor amount of fun, right? Oh, you're up there. Big old base back there. We'll check that out. We talking here? Okay. Take a look at the map. Yeah, it's directly in front of us. Oh, it's right down there. I'm gonna come kill you. Oh, you're so lucky I'm stuck. Is there a sniper here? Dude, your friend just stood there while I murdered you. Miss. I mean, however it gets done. We'll take that. We'll do that. And we should be able to quick deposit. Yep, it's just going to pick up the body. Do. I didn't pick you up. Trying to sit in a way that makes it comfortable. Just not happening. Not a whole lot of rewards in there, but you know what? Money's money, right? Next one's here. We're now at 20 out of 21. Interested to see what happens. Got a lot of stuff on you. You here by yourself? We don't want to take everything, but we'll take the stuff we're in common with. Why is there only one? Alright. So now, we are now officially at 21 out of 21 with one camp still gray. 96% as well. So what we'll do is we're going to head to the settlement. That's the word. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Settlement. We're going to head to the... See how it just popped out, too. Need more coffee. We're going to go to the settlement. Clear that. Which will be a little more difficult. Is it a worm or a storm? The Harkonnen place. Yeah, I would guess so, because if you look at the map, it's called... Come on. The Beast Claw. You get sand trout letters and stillsuit tubing. Should be a Harkonnen area. Alright, so we're going to come up here, and we're going to make use of some sniper shooting. Let's drink some water, just in case. One more. Bullets are good. Kill some people from a high up position. Alright, two shots. It's not bad. Cannot believe I missed that shot. Ugh. So this guy's got his shield up, right? I can still actually hit him with a drill shot from here. It's a little difficult, but you see those little lines around my crosshair? When I'm actually aiming at him, I'll get those. And it may or may not hit him, because there is some deflection. Your bullets don't always go exactly where you want them to. We're going to switch over here, though. Get some poison on him, and this guy's going to give us another shot at him before he runs away. Come on, Bagans. I don't have a shield on. That would honestly help. Okay. Man, this guy just won't die. No, he did. Okay, so I'm not seeing anybody. There's definitely, like, look at the size of this place. There's no way there's only, like, 3 dudes in here. We need some intel. And, of course, because it's a house troop section, once we get close, it's definitely going to change over to War of Assassins PvP area. So we're just going to kind of look around for a second. anybody we can kill from up here is a bonus. We don't have to deal with them down there. But I don't see anybody. Alright, well, time to go in. We're going to go in. I'm probably going to go in melee. Just because it's nice and easy. And it looks like we've got a building here and then that entrance. So we're going to come across this way. Let's see what they got. Nothing too fancy. What's in there? What you got in here? Yep, that's where you get military power regulators from, so hooray for that. Let's go check this building. I think Biggins is gone. Might as well grab that to replace the one I had to use. Yep, there's the constellation chest inside, but we got to go up here. There should be people up here. There's one of them. Oh, we got a gunner too. That was a little risky. Just because I didn't think I was going to take this guy out that quickly. Look at this. Hooray. This is laid out in the same way as the other one is. The one that's further down south. And we're going to just grab everything now because we're a little scared. Well, we're not scared, but we're concerned. Because I can't see outside. So I don't know if somebody's coming to visit or if bad things are happening. Oh, we done filled up. This is dangerous to go into your menu like that. The rest of that stuff we don't need. Because you might just wake up or come out of it to butt kicking. Which would be dangerous. We're going to hang out here for a second. Yep, we already opened that one, so. It doesn't look like there's all that much in this building. Oh, hi! Why were you just standing out here while I was killing all your friends? Oh, you're lucky I have too much stuff on me, otherwise I'd put you in my oven. We would turn him into water. Hey, lemon grab from Adventure Time is where that quote comes from. Alright, well, we're going to zone change here, but while we're waiting, we are now at 100%. Even though we didn't do this one, let's go down and do it. Now, they made a change. It used to be that when you would fly over something, you could ID it on the map like this, but it didn't give you credit for visiting it. And that might be what happened. I flew past this at some point, but never did actually go here. Alright, so what do we have? We have this one directly in front of us we got. It says 21 out of 21. I'd be interested to see if we get credit for viewing this one or arriving at this one. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, those are there. So it is this guy. Alright, let's go kill this guy. It's me.
Eyes on target.
Yes. Short, sweet, and to the point. Alright, so I wonder what it says. Yep, so it gave me credit for that, seeing it. So I must have gone across these other ones before they made that change, which is why they were still showing up as not being checked off. But there we go. Mesa Terrell is complete. The Odom is very close. The only thing I'm missing is campgrounds, which I have to go find. Barely done anything on the western shield wall. Eastern shield wall is even half done. Almost finished here. Just need to find a couple more camps. And why did I do 6 out of 5 settlements? I don't know. Up here for the shark. Shark. Barely been up here, guys. Barely been up here. But I've got quite a few things to do. If I ever get off my butt and do them. The rift we're mostly done with. Just a bunch of camps that we have to find. And looks like 1 cave. But 4 settlements. We got a lot of settlements to do. Almost finished here. Just missing 1 camp. 3 camps. I tried to find them. Couldn't. This one we're completely done with. And this we're completely done with. And Shoal we are completely done with. So just got to get up here into these areas and do some cleanups. Just some minor stuff, you know. It's not most exciting work. But if you only have, let's say... let's say you only have a... Okay, so I'm going to try to pick her up even though I can't. Because that's going to turn her into that little thing because my backpack was full. That reset the timer on her, so she'll stay this way just the same amount of time as she would if I had just killed her. And now we will go in here and see what's real heavy. That's pretty heavy. Why do I have that? There's a bunch of these. 3.2. I don't have to get too crazy. Oh, there you go. There's a 5. What is that? I don't even need it. I don't need that either. Tell you what, we're going to bring both of these back. What is that? Oh, a spark knife. Cool. Because we're just going to drop all 3 of those on the ground. Drop, and... Of course I can't. I don't know why it stuck them in there. But now we were able to pick her body up. And we'll deposit it in there. And we got another corpse for the death stills. Hooray. So there's an area complete. Be real interesting to see if we end up doing chapter 3 stuff after this game update. I don't want to spread rumors or anything, but why else are they doing an update? Oof. I slipped on some ice at the very tail end of the night, and I think it was because I was tired and slacking off. Pulled a calf muscle. Not fun. Not fun at all. So that's why we're a little injury, a little owie this evening. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get that stuff out, but let's go put the bodies where they belong. That way I could show you what I'm talking about. Prior to going out into the deep desert, these 2 boxes that are up here where the death stills are were both completely full. This one is completely empty. And this guy here, not good. So we need to replenish this in order to be ready to head out to the deep desert again. Probably going to head out there next week unless they do a lot of massive changes for the game. If chapter 3 is in fact dropping, we'll have to disseminate that, go through it, see what's happening. I I don't want to spend too much time working on what's potentially the old ways. So, you know, is what it is. But bodies and death stills is always going to work. So, yeah, we'll collect those. We increased the heck out of this box. So we got a whole new set of rows here. This was 2. That was just from one full assault of flower sand that we made in between batches of other stuff when we were out there in the deep desert. So I was really excited about that. Made a video on it. I would definitely suggest doing that if you're out there and a little bored. It is nicer than doing it here in Hagga Basin and, you know, trying to see if they do in fact have some spots that aren't quite fully in worm threat zones. I mean, there were some that completely weren't, and unfortunately they removed them from the game. So it's a little more dangerous in Hagga. Unfortunately, there aren't some that are safe anymore. But deep desert is always fun to do. So we were able to fill this box completely with plastanium, so hooray for that. And we did a little bit of damage to number 2. So our next trip out there, we will be doing that. It's kind of unfortunate because even though I was very unhelpful because we were doing other stuff, we did win the Landsraad last week for tradies. Go tradies. And crafting costs are reduced by 25%, which means I could be out there making 200 melange out of 7,500 spice if I got out in that deep desert. I mean, it's just now starting, so why not? But again, you know, if they're changing, let's say this update that they're doing now, they did have some issues with Harmony servers. They reverted back to old deep desert. Things went crazy, so they had to reset them, and that might possibly be the update. But it's weird because the logging in today, it said that there's a game update that's going to process in 10 hours from when I started, which was an hour and a half or 2 hours ago. And it says it's going to take about 2 hours. So the servers are going to be down for that time frame. So I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors and be one of those people, but it seems like it's a lot of time for nothing. Anywho. All right. Well, I'm actually going to call it a night here, guys, because I'm sore. I'm hurt. I'm tired. I'm going to see if Mrs. Rabbit will help me out. And we're going to see what this update is. I'll keep you posted on that. Between now and Saturday, we're going to get the 2 videos that we were working on. We'll get them finished and get them uploaded. One is just a materials run, some of the farming stuff that I do. And the other one is about repairing equipment or replacing equipment. So hopefully things that'll definitely help out newer players and maybe give some of the veteran players something to think about. Be like, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe that's not. So, yeah, we're going to call it a night here. I'm going to see if I can get some sleep because 8 a.m. comes early. But we'll definitely see what the new update's doing. And, hey, tonight we picked up some Landsraad stuff. We donated some Landsraad stuff. I got to do another one of those stupid guns. But I'm wondering now, if they do make changes, what happens to the stuff that's already in progress, you know? I don't know. I would hate to do this and not get my walker engine. We're going to be fighting. But I'm going to make this, go drop it off. You already saw me do that, so you don't need to see it again. And, yeah. 2 videos coming out this week, hopefully before Saturday. It might be one before Saturday, and then the other one will be on Sunday. But I will see you guys again on Saturday. And thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share. Helps the channel out. We are growing very nicely. I'm super excited to see that. And we'll be here, dooning away. Hate the snow, tired of winter. But with that, we're going to call it a night. So, as always, I will see you out there. Take care.